Free. Fournier on him. Throws up a long three-pointer. Oh, it's good! Jaylen!
Nice steal. Second one for Brown in the half and allowed.
Suggs is on Brown. Williams had
Body on Harold. Brown, nice move to get into the paint and gets two.
Used to it and go up and finish strong.
Butler going hard to the hoop and that's check. Brown out of the pack. Beats it back. Brown on the step. The basket. There we go. Adam Smart. Back to Brown. Brown to the basket. Yes. The corner. Brown fakes it. Throws it up to Williams. 7 on the clock. Brown spins. Takes it. Makes it. Too hard to the basket.
By rotations, but Travis Schlenk, wants to give this group another opportunity.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with some.
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking attention?
What's up, YouTube? It's back in the video. Another big body banger. Today we coming at you with an NBA 222 video. Now, first things first, make sure I like, comment, subscribe on the road 3K. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm the builder and low corner control with this Jaylen Brown build video. Yes, sir. This was requested, and I did it. I did it last year. I had fun making it this year. Jaylen Brown is emerging into a superstar. I believe he was an all-star this year. Him and Jason Tatum. That duo was crazy, and they're really coming to their own. I remember at the start of the year, there was complaints within the team about them not being able to work together and not being able to play, but they've been playing right. So this was requested, and with the builds, since I'm posting every day now, I feel like I probably don't have to do the polls anymore because I can keep up with all the requests now. So just request anything and it'll happen, So if you request it, it's most likely getting done. So just request it and I got you. Just eventually, just stay on the lookout for the builds because obviously it's a growing list. I have a list right now with over like 20, 30, 40 names. So it's a lot of people that I got to get through. But this is one of the people. And this was an old request too. So I was a little bit bad. So whoever requested this, is here now. But without further ado, let's get right into these pie charts. So for Jaylen Brown, I wanted to make sure he had defense, but I know a defensive pie chart when allow him to have the same shooting and finishing and playmaking attributes that he has. So I went with the more finishing than shooting pie chart, and with hopes that you would actually grind us to 99 and then you'd actually be an amazing defender. And we'll get there when we get there. But for physical profile, I went with the speed and vertical one because Jaylen Brown isn't the fastest, but he's very quick and he can get off the ground really quickly and jump pretty high, which is why it kind of separates him at 6'6" as well, because that athleticism is very sneaky, but it's there because the way he plays, he's just shooting and just this beautiful, finishing acrobatic layups. But he can dunk. He can finish that lay and he can finish that dunk on folks. But yeah, what you're gonna see is that the perimeter, lateral, interior, and the steal are all gonna be maxed out. So once you hit 99, I'm pretty sure they'll all be like somewhere in the 80s. So it's like, yeah, like they'll be all being somewhere in the 80s. So that's why I say you want to get this to 99 to maximize the defensive potential with this build. And on top of that, you have enough badges to play solid defense. And you see, I put some of the attributes on the blocking because I felt like Jaylen Brown is a very underrated blocker, especially at shooting guard. He averages a good amount of blocks for a shooting guard. So you see right there, when you hit 99, you're going to get an 83 steal and a 78, lateral quickness. And on top of that, with an 80 perimeter defense. Now for the height, I kept him at 6'5" because at 6'6" you lose too much. You lose too much. So at 6'5", you'll still have pro dribble moves, you'll still have contact dunks, and you'll still be able to shoot consistently and amazingly. Because it's Jaylen Brown, we going crazy. Now for the speed and acceleration, I always lower the weight for shooting guards, so I made him 183, so it's at his lowest. Well, it's at his highest weight for his highest speed. possible. And for the wingspan, you can either max it all the way out if you're okay with grinding it to 99, you know, and you're going to grind it to 99 and you want contact dunks off rip, you max out the wingspan. But if you really don't want to sacrifice your shooting and you're okay with waiting, go 1 tick up to 82.4. But I feel like the max wingspan is more of a benefit because you'll have those, you know, boosts in terms of steal rating and defense in general. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you and all up to what you prefer to do as a player. But, you know, with this, I just went with 1 tick up so that my shooting wouldn't be so sacrificed. You can see right here, I'm in facilitating finisher. I bet you if you did max out that wingspan, though, you'd get a Jaylen Brown build. So I just mean, I can look it over again and I'll comment and see if I get a Jaylen Brown shades of, but I'm pretty sure that you would get something similar to it or something exactly like that. So, you know, it's all up to you at the end of the day and what you prefer to do and how much time you're willing to put into this build. Now, let's talk about Jaylen Brown and let's talk about this build. So as I said earlier, we're going to have, you know, pro dribble moves, pretty great passing. We're going to have contact dunks and consistent shooting. And on top of that, lockdown defense. Your steal has the potential to be in the mid 80s. You know, if you max out your wingspan, it has the potential to be an 88 steal. So just keep all of that in mind and you'll have pro dribble moves, all that. And on top of that, you'll have what in the 80s for mid-range and in the 80s for three-pointers. So you'll be okay, consistent, and, you know, from downtown. Now, with this build, I really wanted to capture the fact that Jaylen Brown is a do-it-all shooting guard. That man does it everything. He can play defense. He can shoot the ball. Like, I think in the past month, he's been having a 50, 40, 90 season. Like, this man has been on one. He's been going crazy for the Celtics. And him and Jason Tatum are an amazing duo to watch, an amazing young duo. And I love the way that they develop together. Because, like, you know, Jaylen Brown, I don't really remember too much hype around him when he first came into the league. You know, he was just seen as a two-way type of player, you know, 3-and-D maybe, or just a two-way regular type of player. And then Jason Tatum was drafted and everybody, there was so much hype around him. He was like with a number 3 pick. You know, there was so much hype around Jason Tatum. And Jason Tatum fulfilled that hype. And then Jaylen Brown just unexpectedly surpassed whatever hype he had coming in, you know, and that's how I look at it. And it's amazing to see that they have that. It just need a couple more pieces, I feel like, for them to be a, you know, contender. But they might shock us, they might surprise us. You know, I just know that last year they were bounced out of the playoffs in the first round, but hey, we don't know, you know. We have to see what actually happens with the playoffs and with the league. But, you know, the league is in good hands. You know, I can't wait to see what the next generation has to offer. And we're already seeing it with John Morant, Trae Young, you know, Luka Doncic. It's kind of crazy seeing all these new players take over the, you know, the reign of the league. You know, Giannis going crazy in the playoffs, like on some LeBron timing. So I'm excited to see. Also, without LeBron in the playoffs, it's a lot more interesting sometimes. I just feel like, I don't know, it just feels more interesting. It does. At least I think it's just because of that Warriors series, because we saw 4 years of LeBron playing in the finals, but you'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You're on the road to 3K. I'm out. Peace.